All right, in this video, we're going to go over the basics of assembly by assembling this emoji puzzle. So you should have all the pieces in your folder. And the first thing we're going to do is take this untitled file that we're in, and we're going to save our assembly as a file, right, before we do anything. So let's go save. I'm going to call this, Emoji Puzzle, and then press save. So now my file that I'm going to assemble everything is saved as Emoji Puzzle. This is an example of bottom-up modeling. I'm making a file and I'm putting all these pieces into it. We'll talk about the difference between bottom-up and top-down modeling later. So to actually insert these parts, these are the parts that are going to make up the assembly. There's two ways you can do this. You can either right-click, insert into current design, and then if you want to, you can shift it around on your X, Y, and Z axes with these arrows. So I'm going to shift this over a little bit. I'm going to turn off ground to parent. Let's do that so it doesn't ground it, so I can show you what ground does. Press OK, and now I can put in puzzle piece 2, insert. I'll move this one over here, press OK. And the other way you could do this too is just drag and drop. So if I just drag straight over here, it'll put in piece 3. Let me move it over a little bit. Piece 4. Let me move that one over a little bit. Press OK. Piece 5. I think we'll stop at 5. There we go. Press OK. So there's our 5 puzzle pieces. So the next thing we need to do, I've imported all these parts. They're just floating around freely in space. So see how I can move them around? I want to make this assembly. I need to ground something so that something's fixed in here. It's not all just floating freely in space. Right? So notice when I move these around, now they're kind of all over the place. Things don't move the way you would think they would in here. They move in all dimensions. So to go back to where I was, I could either hit undo a bunch of times, or you could click up here where it says position. Capture position will keep it the way I left it. But if I go to revert position, that'll take it back to where it was before I did everything. So there it is. Notice when I move something, that pops up. As soon as I move it, it pops up, and it's going to ask me, do I want to capture it or revert? So I'm going to go back to revert. All right, and you can also just click revert position. Okay, so I need to ground one. So let's ground, I'm going to ground this piece right here because that looks like the bottom left. So see when I click on it, it highlights it in the browser right here. So if I click on a piece, it'll show which piece it is in the browser. So I'm going to click this piece. I see over here, that's piece 4. So what I'm going to do is right click on piece 4 and go ground to parent. So now I can't move piece 4. It doesn't move, it's grounded. All these other pieces still move, but this one doesn't. Okay, so let's revert. So now to organize these, I can move these around. Before I start joining them, I want to kind of lay it out where it's going to be. So it'll probably be like, this will be here, that'll be there, that'll be over here. You can kind of see it's going to make a little smiley face sort of. And that's good, but if you notice, like from the top, it kind of looks okay. From the side, it's all off, right? So instead of doing that, let me go back to the way it was. Let's do this from a top view. So from a top view, now I'll just kind of lay out the parts where they're supposed to go. So this one will go here, this one will go up here, this one kind of goes over here, this one looks like it'll be under it, and the rest of these pieces will fill in here, right? Close that, make this a little easier to see. Okay. So now I've moved these around. See how it looks? They're all on the same plane now because I just did it from a top view. So now I want to capture this position. I like that. So I'm just over here. Instead of clicking revert, I'm going to go to capture. And now these are here. So let's start jointing these. So to do a joint in the old version of Fusion, if yours hasn't updated yet, in between, I think it's construct and inspect, there's going to be a thing for joints. In the new version of Fusion, you have to go to assembly up here in the tab. So you change to assembly and then you go to relationships and joint, right? Or if you noticed, you can also just press the J button on your keyboard and that'll give you the joint option. Okay, so I want to fix, let's start by putting this one onto this one. I want to join these two pieces. So notice when I hover over with the mouse, that little shape pops up. That's what you're going to use to line things up to joint. It's going to fix it at those points, whatever points you define. So component 1 is the component that's going to move. and component 2 is the one that's going to be fixed. So 1 moves to 2. Let me show you what I mean. So here's the component I'm going to choose for 1. I want to join these two faces together right there. That face and that face, like I was going to glue them together. So I'm going to put my mouse over here, and I've got all these points I can choose from, but I want to try to get the center of this, the center of that face right there. So I'm going to click that, and then it hides it. So now I want to put that onto here. So now it's already automatically going to component 2. What's component 2 going to be? So where I choose this, it's going to put this little, I don't even know what that shape is, that little set of axes, it's going to go to where I choose, right? So if I choose up here, it's going to attach this point right here up here. I don't want that. I want it to be right on the middle. So I'm going to go right to the middle of this one, click OK, and see how it moves. 1 moved to 2. And then we're going to go to motion, and it should be that as the default, but we're just going to make sure it's rigid. Rigid means it's not going to move. It's like it's glued and welded together. So I'm going to press OK, and now these two are jointed. And so notice I can't move it anymore. This one is grounded. This one is jointed rigidly to it. So now they're both fixed, even though I can still move these other ones around, right? So let me revert. So let's attach this one now. So we're going to go to, I'm just going to press the J key for joint, and I'm going to click, it helps sometimes if you zoom in. I'm going to get that midpoint as component 1, and then I'm going to get this midpoint as component 2. Go to motion, make sure it's rigid, press OK, and now I've got those two done. And so you can work your way through, and it doesn't matter which side you joint to what, as long as that it's connected, right? So I could joint these two together. I could, if I wanted to, it's not going to work, but let me go to relationships, joint. I could attach this piece to this piece, right? Press OK. And now I could go relationships, joint. I could attach this one to this one. And it looks like it's only moving one, but really the whole thing comes along. And now this whole thing is jointed. That's obviously not how it goes, but that's what it looks like. So there's our assembly. Well, it's not the correct assembly. You're going to have to go through. I think you should be able to do the rest of this by now. Doing rigid joints is pretty easily. So just make sure you put them all in, and make sure at the end that it's right and you can't move anything. And then when you're done, you can just save it. And that's it.